come together right now, virtually.
Attention on camp. Last week was Cabin Choice Week, and yes, that means we only waited till the second week of our brand new, entirely made up virtual camp program to hand the reins over to the campers and make them entirely make up exactly what they were going to do together in our entirely made up virtual program. Let's check in on some of those cabin choice activities.
Cabin number 3.14159265359 created a magic show and obstacle course created from only found objects in their home to be completed by Teddy the dog. Also, points for our game of Zoom Says.
Cabin 13 dressed business casual, played Pictionary, made some friendship bracelets, and had an incredible portion where they ate cereal, milk, and ice together and discussed their thoughts and feelings. In addition, when it comes to individual challenges, Sarah earned points for constructing a tree just for the cabin.
And Cabin 42 played a trivia game with such exciting subjects as Lorax, Avatar: The Last Airbender, early 2000s Ben and Nivi, and at the end, they chaosed a counselor.
I got to see cabin number quadratic equation firsthand when I was invited to visit their cabin choice night. I showed up, all the cameras on Zoom were off, and there were various spellings of the word moo awaiting me in the void of the internet. Then the cameras came back on, and all the campers were wearing homemade cow masks to throw me some sort of a party. It was the most fun I've had all summer long.
Cabin 15 had game night there where they played Four Corners and Pictionary. There was also an evidence photo where they may have accidentally fell asleep. Also, so many points for completing the Pass It Challenge, which included both live and stuffed animals.
Cabin number gave tours of the forts and tents they made for their own cabin choice at-home camping night, including random material s'more making. Oh, and there were spooky stories told about pirates, fairies, and lots of exploding treasure. In addition, they get points for pointing because they love points.
Cabin 12 equals 12 did a choose-your-own-adventure story, which involved octopus tag, flying creatures, and a heist. Also, in individual points news, Krishna displayed some amazing coding skills that were much admired by John Hubie. Also, individual points to Felipe for demonstrating his amazing lightsaber skills, which were a display of the Soresu form, a defense-based art popularized by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Cabin number Infinity banded together to make dog toys out of t-shirts and materials they had lying around the house. And this is true. They are going to donate it to a local dog shelter. So that's cabin number Infinity using their hearts to help their communities. And they also had a dog show and tell. Our coordinator Metu guarantees us it was a great time. For individual challenges, Coral gets points for submitting via email written theories for Camp Mystery Detective.
Cabin 2007 had a very fun game of Mafia in which at least one camper had to live in the lake. Also, Lillian did all 4 individual challenges, and as a reminder, the individual challenges are in the head, heart, hands, and health categories.
Finally, Cabin 25.py created new things for their cabins out of items they just had lying around the house and debated hot topics like, are hot dog sandwiches? They are now stocked with everything from stuffed animal pies in their cabin color from Autumn, incredible puppets from Meredith, and cats playing with string from Serena. They also went over individual challenges, and it turned out that half of their cabin completed our camp cleanup challenge challenge by cleaning their own house, and both Autumn and Bronwyn completed all 4 individual challenges. In addition to that, you saw them. Yes, you saw them all work together for a camp mystery detective theory about the flamingos that was featured in our show on Friday night.
Now it's time for our section where we talk about cabin prize wheel spins. Spins for the most Camp Mystery Detective submissions goes to cabin 3.1415 and cabin 15. And in terms of quadratic equation, they had the craziest cabin choice, so they will also get to spin the wheel. Cabin B had the most individual challenges completed, so they will also get to spin the wheel. And remember, an actual senior staff member will come to your virtual meeting for virtual wheel spins in the upcoming week.
Speaking of the upcoming week, we are on to week number 3, the Wednesday of our camping session. And what do we do on Wednesday? It's time for one of the main events. It is time for one of the signature activities at 4-H camp. Yes, we are talking about Battle for the Island! Battle for the Island! Coming up, week number 3 of 4-H Camp HAFHAH. Have a great week, summer camp!